So we find ourselves in the Piazza dei Quadranti, the largest place in the sanctuary, a very articulated sanctuary. And here we have the Basilica, the larger church that was built here in the 14th century. And we must think that at that time of St. Francis, there was no building here. It was a completely naturalistic place. And Francis frequented this place precisely because of the beauty of the panorama, but also because of these cracks that are inside the mountain. These cracks that torment this mountain are particular cracks. Local tradition says that they were created when Jesus Christ died on the mountain. The Bible tells us, the Gospel, that when Christ dies on the cross, nature participates in this death. The sky darkens, the earth is shaken by violent earthquakes. At that time, this tradition was thought to apply to this mountain. Francesco knew it, and so he frequented this mountain, meditating on the mystery of the cross, immersing oneself in these cracks. To better understand what Francis was looking for, we have to go to a place called Sasso Spicco. This place is called Sasso Spicco because this large stone stands out protruding from the rock, seeming almost suspended. This was one of the places that Francis loved, in which he loved to immerse himself and pray. Francis, because throughout the mountain and all the mountain of La Verna, and precisely within these cracks, he meditates on the mystery of the cross, which we have reproduced here. This mystery of love and pain that saved man. And so he, immersing himself, making himself small and as humble as nature, the leaves, the moss, the insects, listens to the earth, that it can tell him something, can help him understand something of the mystery of the cross. And this rift is particular because it divides the mountain in two. And Francis used to separate himself from the group, from the small group of friars that he had brought with him in 1224. Francis was in a particular moment of his life, also very tried in his body. He was sick, tried in spirit because he lived with tensions and difficulties. One day, no longer hearing Francis, not seeing and not hearing his voice, not even when he was called, the friar, Brother Leo, he crosses this fissure and finds Francis a few meters from here, unconscious, with the stigmata. Here, thanks to Brother Leo, we know the exact place where Francis prayed, and where Francis, above all, received the stigmata, there, on the other side of this mountain. So this corridor is called the Corridor of the Stigmata, because it connects the convent and the basilica to the chapel of the Stigmata, which is the most important place in the sanctuary. In the chapel center, where there is this lamp and sign, Francis prayed. Under this floor is the bare rock of the mountain here. And here tradition gives us the place where Francis received the stigmata, seen by Brother Leo. Every day the friars come here at 3 o'clock, pray, commemorate the cross. The hermits pray every night. For 1 hour, they do the office of readings, and one night a week, the whole community, with those who sleep in the guest house, are invited at 2 o'clock in the morning to pray with the friars in this place. On this precipice for the pilgrim comes a sign to tell the pilgrim who comes here that sometimes silence manifests the presence of God. Francis, after the Stigmata, wrote the Canticle of the Creatures, so he transforms this experience into praise of God, but also a different way of looking at creation and man.